pretty exciting day today because my birthday present to myself arrived. Ordered this like, I don't know, a couple, 2-3 months ago. I can't remember exactly how long it's taken for this order to process and for this to be made, but that's my last name. It was made for me, special, from Chili Forge. This is an official unboxing video for Chili Forge Habanero Forge, and I am really excited about it. Check it out. Bigger than I thought, which is great, because one of the biggest reasons why I decided it was time to upgrade my current forge is due to size limitations, mainly in the length department. My current one is a Majestic 2-burner Artist model, which I got used about 3 years ago. It wasn't used very much, but it was still used, and it's lasted me fairly well, but it's definitely falling apart to the point in which now I can notice a major difference in how much heat that it will put out, which is a big deal for setting forge welds. And then the other limitation is just the size. I can only work, the depth on that current forge is like 8 inches, maybe 9. And when I'm working bigger Damascus billets, I really wanted to be able to work more steel at one time instead of having to repeat sections of it. So this one is a 16-inch length, and that will allow me to heat up the entire Damascus billet at once, or go bigger and do a much larger billet and heat half of it at a time. But anyway, best of the best as far as my research shows, as far as longevity. Gas forges are pretty much a consumable. You know, they don't last forever. The linings need redone every so often, and then after you reline them a handful of times, you know, the body may need to be replaced too. That Majestic just isn't worth rebuilding at this point. It's really fallen apart on me. So probably could still do something with it, maybe at some point, but I wanted to get something a little bigger anyway. So upgraded to a Chili Habanero 2-burner, and really excited to put this to work. These Chili Forges are built like tanks. I mean, the insulation thickness is super thick. I mean, we're talking 2 inches at least of the insulation thickness. And the floor here has an unlined Kea wool blanket on the bottom, which I wasn't expecting, but I did get the forge floor, replaceable forge floor option, which I'll open up now. That's awesome. So we got this really cool tool rest on here, which can support tongs or longer bars and billets and whatnot, which is super cool. Got the burners. Thing of beauty right there. That is awesome. The one thing I like about these is they're made ready to go. I mean, they only take them apart for shipping purposes. These things are plug and play. I mean, I don't have to worry about lining it and letting all that refractory dry and cure, and like these are ready to go. There's going to be a little bit of tuning involved on the burners, just because you can see here there's a little set screw, and you're going to control how much air comes into that burner, which is going to be a different position based on altitude. If you're at a high elevation, it's going to be a different setting than a low elevation like me. Slip in there like that. Boom, just like it was made for it. Pretty standard regulator there, but really pleased at how long of a hose is on this. That is very helpful. Show you guys a comparison. See how good size this is, how large this is, how long of a hose it has. This is what I'm working with right now. Itty bitty living space. That's all kinds of just gnarly and tore up in there. Super thin walls, thin metal, just fairly cheap. These burners are good. These are really good burners. I would definitely never scrap those. If I wanted to, I would just cut the top plate off of this and build a whole new forge and use those burners on a new one, which I almost did, but this is way better. So I will be excited to put this on a stand and put it to work. Stay tuned. So, quick update on this progress. This is my old forge body. I busted out all the messed up bricks, and this has some pins you can pull. So I pulled the pins and got the top plate off, and then busted out all the old insulation and all the old bricks, and I will rebuild that. I'll reline it, rebuild it, and have a second forge to utilize if and when I ever need one. And then this is the stand that I had that one on. It's just a big square pipe we got at the scrapyard with some angle iron feet is what I had for that other forge, and I'm gonna reuse that for the new Chili Forge too. But I'm gonna make some adjustments because that forge is so much bigger and so much heavier. This is not sufficient as far as the stability of it with all that weight on top. So I am going to let me flip this around. So I got some plate steel there that I am going to cut off a chunk off of that big end, and I'm going to weld that plate onto this, which is going to be the new base. Then I'm going to flip it upside down, put some sand on the inside for some weight, probably put just 50 pounds of sand in the bottom, and then I'm gonna weld the Chili Forge to that end. So we'll have a bigger plate on this end, flip it over, put some sand in, and then put the forge back on that on those pieces of angle there. I like the height of this. It puts that forge, you know, with that forge opening is going to be chest high on me, so I can stand up comfortably and work in and out of it without having to be hunched over in any way. So I'm gonna get that all taken care of and see you on the other side. could never do that with my old forge. I could never touch the side of it like that. It just goes to show you how awesome the insulation is of these.